Welcome to the Explainer. Have you ever wondered where you find the real soul of a city? Forget the big monuments for a second. Today, we're diving straight into the bustling, beautifully chaotic heart of Mysuru, India, and that's in its vibrant markets.
So, yeah, how do you find a city's soul? It's a great question, isn't it? We're going to go way beyond the usual tourist spots to figure out where a city's true character really comes alive.
And in a historic city like Mysuru, the answer is surprisingly simple. You just follow the people. Seriously. And you know where they'll lead you? Right to the heart of it all, the market. This is where the real story of the city is told, every single day.
So, here's the game plan for this explainer. We'll kick things off with Mysure's market culture in general, then dive deep into its heritage heart. After that, we'll feel the pulse of its neighborhoods, check out its modern side, and finally really unpack why these spots are so much more than just a place to buy things.
First up, let's talk about Mysuru's market culture as a whole. Just try to picture this. You've got these centuries-old bartering traditions going on, and then, like a stone's throw away, you've got shiny air-conditioned malls. It's this incredible mashup of old and new that makes it so fascinating. All right, now let's really step back in time. We're going to explore the heritage heart of the city, its absolutely iconic bazaars. And let me tell you, these aren't just markets. They're basically living, breathing museums, just echoing with hundreds of years of history.
And right at the center of it all is the legendary Devaraja Market. Our source material calls it a true cultural experience. And honestly, that just hits the nail on the head. It's not just a market, it's a full-on immersion into the city's living, breathing history.
Seriously, just take a second and imagine walking through there. You're surrounded by these massive piles of colorful flower garlands, and the air, it's just thick with the smells of fresh fruit, incense, and that amazing fragrant sandalwood. It's a total sensory overload, but in the best way possible.
But hey, Devaraja Market isn't the whole story. You've also got Mandi Market, which has this incredible old-world charm. And then there's the super vibrant Meena Bazaar, which is famous for clothes and accessories. Each one has its own unique personality, and they all add to the city's rich character.
Okay, so we've seen the grand, historic bazaars, but what about the markets that are literally the lifeblood of the city's neighborhoods? Let's zoom in on the places that are absolutely essential to daily life for the people who actually live in Mysuru.
These are the places that keep this city ticking. You've got Mannars Market for all your everyday stuff, and Sri Chamundeshwari for the freshest produce. These aren't really for tourists, they're the heart of the community, a totally essential part of life for the locals.
And here, you can really see the two faces of Mysuru, side by side. On one hand, you have the ancient, sensory-rich bazaars steeped in culture, and on the other, you have these sleek, modern hubs for shopping and entertainment. Understanding this contrast, well, that's the key to getting this city's unique identity.
And that brings us perfectly to Mysuru's modern face. This is where you can see that amazing blend of heritage and modernity playing out right before your eyes.
And the number one example of this modern face? It's got to be the Mall of Mysore. It's described as more than just a mall. It's a landmark destination. And that phrasing tells you everything you need to know about its role as a symbol of the city's evolution and its changing identity.
And what do you find inside? Well, it's that classic modern combo, shopping, food, and entertainment. It represents a whole new kind of social space for the city, a contemporary gathering spot that exists right alongside those ancient, timeless bazaars.
So, you got these two seemingly opposite worlds. How do they come together? Well, this is where we realize that these markets, they're way more than just places to shop. They are the very fabric of Mysuru's identity. Think about it. In this explainer, we've touched on 8 different markets. 8! From ancient bazaars to modern malls. That number alone tells you just how central commerce and community are to this city's very soul.
And that really brings us to the core idea, Mysuru's dual identity. This is a city where ancient, vibrant bazaars and sleek, modern malls don't just exist next to each other, they actually complement each other. And together, they tell the complete, absolutely fascinating story of this incredible place.
So, we've seen how Mysuru's markets tell this really rich and complex story, which kind of leaves us with a question for you to think about. What story does your city's market tell? Something to chew on? Thanks for watching.